Jake, tell us the good news, you dirty little slut.
I got advanced on to advanced writing lab today after my Groundlings show.
That's my boy.
Yeah. Of course, Anthony would ruin a beautiful moment.
Yeah, I was trying to finally do something nice for Jake.
Classic. What the hell? What's going on here?
Bop, bop, a doo, bop.
Whoa,
All
I
right.
just heard all kinds of crazy shit.
Can you
What
guys
is
hear
this?
me?
Yeah.
No, you sound bad. You sound like you're from your computer mic, not your mic.
Like Mike.
Like Mike, the classic movie.
Yeah. With Little Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now you sound
yeah.
great.
Okay,
Yeah, you
cool.
sound sexy.
I've never heard you sound hotter, Anthony.
Ooh. Well,
Ooh.
thank you.
Oh.
Or you're welcome.
Thank you, or you're welcome. Whichever one you prefer.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah, dealer's choice. Exactly.
That's how we do it on the Patreon episodes.
All right. Well, as I was saying before, Anthony ruined this special moment for the Patreon episode.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I got moved on to the next level at the Groundlings after my show yesterday.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah.
And it was recorded, so whenever it comes out on YouTube, I'll give you guys the
Share
link.
that shit. Yeah,
Share
post it.
Connie came out. Shout out to
Yeah,
Connie.
no. Yeah, we're supposed to have a phone call, and she's going to catch me up all on it. So I'll find out if it was actually good.
I was into it. I don't know about everyone else, but no, seriously, I was.
I know you
got
were.
moved
I was
on.
just talking shit.
No,
because
it
it's
felt
what
good.
we
It was
do.
like I legit crushed it. I was like, classic Jake.
Did everyone in the class get to move on, or was it a select few?
No, there was 12 of us. Only 5 got asked to move on.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, some
Jake,
people
standing on business.
Some people just don't have what it takes, you guys. I don't want any of my class. I liked all my classmates, so I don't want anyone to They're all cool people. Generally, I liked performing and writing with them. So that was fun.
Do any of them listen to the pod?
No, of course not.
Fuck those people. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
kidding.
Fuck all of them. But yeah, no, it was a fun show, and there's some hilarious niche going down. So
Going down.
going down in the DMs, bro.
Going down. I'm yelling timber.
Hey. Shout out to Pitbull and Kesha.
Dude,
Yeah.
pretty much like an unstoppable duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only better duo we've talked about on this podcast is Batman and Robin.
Exactly.
And even with prep time, how could they even deal with that?
Ooh, I think the musical capability of Kesha and Pitbull combined. Yeah, Batman. I don't even know. I don't know how he would do it.
Yeah.
But in honor of me passing on to the next level, I filled my flask, which, by the way, this is a Hanukkah flask, says get lit. I filled it with some whiskey, so I'm going to take a swig.
Oh, shit.
Nice. I'm going to drink in some wine with you,
This is a
sweet
drinky
boy.
episode.
We're
Fuck.
celebrating my success, Anthony.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. Well, let me get a drink.
you, a fucking
didn't- I
asshole?
didn't-
Hey, that's my boy.
There we go. I did a monologue that crushed, honestly.
Nice.
I want to
Sure.
get that monologue and use it for a comedy reel because I killed the fuck. And then me and the sketch that me and this kid Thomas wrote, it's fucking hilarious.
Nice.
I really hope no one steals that sketch, to be honest.
Nice.
All right, that's how good it was. It was worthy of
I
being
believe it.
stolen.
I believe it. If anyone could do that, it's Jake.
If anyone could have sketches stolen.
It's Jake FH. That's my boy. Nice. Well, I'm proud of you, Bucko. Friendo.
Yeah.
Big proud of you.
I'm going to have to drink in spirit this time.
What? You don't have
Spirit
any
drinks.
cervezas?
Nothing that I want
What
to
about-
drink right now.
What about tequila?
What? Yeah, what about
tequila?
tequila?
No, it's not happening.
Nothing you want to drink right now? What is that?
On a
Just have
Monday?
seltzer.
It's Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, Martin Luther
Anthony.
King did literally got shot so you could drink seltzers.
That's why he did it. That's
Yeah,
why he
like, what do you think
A lot
the
of people
dream
forget
was? It was 3 white guys drinking on a podcast.
No disrespect to the celebrations of this day.
No, actually, yeah, I'm in no position yet. MLK is awesome as far as I've always liked MLK. He's a good guy. I know that sounded very mocking, but it was. Sometimes I can't help it. It's just in my voice.
This episode's dedicated to him, a real Superman.
Oh, it's right. It's right.
Nice.
Hey.
That's a good transition.
Good
we can't be
save
having none
also.
of that. Yeah.
We could have gone down a dark hole.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. This is
Nice.
You know what? MLK did stand for truth, justice, and quite frankly, the American way.
If he was a wrestler, this would be his theme song.
Oh, for sure. You already know.
Yeah.
His finisher would be the Dream Maker, and it would be
It would put you straight to sleep.
put you straight to sleep.
It'd be a submission hold for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing it. The Dream Maker. The humanity. Just MLK blasting off into the sky.
I almost spit wine everywhere. I'm so glad I caught that.
Well, welcome to Comics and Chronic. If you haven't figured out what we're talking about today, we are discussing the original Superman movie starring Christopher Reeves, directed by Richard Donner.
Dick Donner.
Yep.
Also starring Marlon Brando as Jor-El.
Score John Williams.
John J. Dubs was all up in this.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. There were some big names. And even though I don't know their actor names, I know the people. The dude who played General Zod was like a famous actor of sorts.
Do you know who wrote this movie?
Who?
Mario Puzo.
Godfather Mario Puzo?
Yep.
I did not have that. I never knew that at all. That's interesting.
Yep. In the credits, it's like written by screenplay by Mario Puzo. I was like, wait a minute.
There you go. The author of The Godfather himself wrote the first Superman movie.
This movie.
That's amazing. I'm Jacob H. Always with me is Anthony Anaccio and Cody Cannon.
Woo woo.
Hello.
Yes. Happy MLK Day, guys, by the way.
Happy MLK Day. Happy
MLK
Jake
Day.
graduation day.
Jake graduation day. That's right. We were just discussing getting our college degrees in the last episode, so now
Exactly. You can't stop us.
Well, I have my college degree, so I win.
Yeah, well, speak
yeah, a
for
lot of
yourself.
good it's doing.
Yeah. Great job, great job, creative writing degree.
Thanks
That was a great
lot,
choice.
Higher education. No, we love education here on Comics and Chronic, especially if it's higher education. You know what I'm saying?
None of us were born when this movie came out, 1978.
No, but I saw this very young. Like I
too.
still like this movie. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was because of this movie that one time when I was 3 years old, I wrapped a red towel around my neck and dove off the stairs into a coffee table and had to get stitches in my chin.
Oh,
I agree.
shit.
It's because of this movie. I think this was honestly straight up my first introduction to Superman in any capacity, I think.
Oh, for sure.
It's not my
For
turn
sure.
for a dark secret, but it's Cody's turn. We got to get one from him this episode.
No.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. Okay, I'll be mulling
take
it
the
over.
time.
Yeah,
Think
mull it
about it,
over. But my first exposure to live action Superman that I remember has to be the Adventures of Lois and Clark.
I knew you were going to say that.
It just was. Yeah, I was a little baby. I can't help it. I was a little baby, and that's what my mind. I was like, "What? That's Superman." It still made me like Superman, but like,
Oh, I like
the
that. That show
worst.
was solid. That show.
I actually never watched that show,
I
and if I'm
did.
being honest, until I was like a little bit like when I was a kid, I honestly thought it was a TV show about explorers, Lewis and Clark. I didn't realize it was a Superman show.
Lewis and Clark, dude, that would be great. Oh, you know what? That would be a good Elseworlds comic.
Ooh.
Where it is
Lois and
Lewis and Clark,
Yeah.
but it's Clark Kent, and they pioneer the West. I think that'd be sick.
I almost feel like they did something like that.
No, they didn't. That was an original.
But you know what?
Idea.
What Cody's saying, I remember thinking too as a little kid.
I always knew it was about that life. Yeah. So this was my first introduction to Superman. Well, also because I had like older siblings and shit, and my dad and whatnot.
Man, this is a classic.
It was because of my dad.
It is a classic. I still liked it, honestly. Like it's just.
I liked it, but there is some crazy 70s stuff.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I don't necessarily
70s.
even mean it in a bad way, but like that silly ass poem, what's Lois chants when she's getting flown around the first time?
Like, can you read my mind?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking?
That poem was silly.
Know what was silly? Why is young Clark Kent like 5 years younger than Christopher Reeve? Like, why just not make Christopher Reeve young Clark Kent? That was a mistake.
I agree. That's almost the most like jarring thing about the movie.
Yeah.
Was that when they show him in Smallville, first off, I don't know if you like notice he has like caked on makeup to make him look younger.
Yeah.
Because he clearly is a 30-something-year-old actor.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It made no
like,
sense.
Yeah, and then you get Christopher Reeve, who was probably that actor's same age, but just jacked and bigger. And it's like, why didn't you just why not just get a real younger actor to play young Clark?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And like even like the people in the high school, like Lana, those are all like 30-something-year-old people.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, clearly,
It's
like visibly. So I was like, I don't know. Yeah, that was almost the jarring thing about it, like the most jarring thing about the movie.
Dude, I loved Jonathan Kent's heart attack, man.
It like becomes a Superman staple.
Yeah, I never understood why does he have to die? Why does everyone's people have to die? Like that's everyone's origin story? That seems a little much.
Yeah.
Like so not only does Clark's entire planet get obliterated, now his dad has to die.
Yeah, he loses two dads in one movie.
Also, dude, you know what I clocked this movie that I'd never clocked before was when baby Kal-El is being shot to Earth. There's like videos of like U.S. history, or like world history, Earth history.
Yeah, he's learning when he's in the pod.
He's learning as a little baby. He's like taking it all in. He's like, you will land and you will have all the knowledge of Earth and whatnot. And it's like, oh, dude. So like, even as a baby, he's like super smart. You know what I mean? Like,
it makes sense. He has like a super baby brain.
Yes,
super baby
brain.
He's a baby genius.
He is.
The original baby genius.
Oh, yeah, he was the original baby genius.
Richard Donner's baby genius.
Oh, shit.
No, it was weird. Marlon Brando, instead of saying Krypton, he'd be like Krypton, the planet Krypton.
That's how real Kryptonians say it. It's just us foreigners who call it Krypton.
Us foreigners, yeah. It's actually Krypton.
Yeah.
Krypton.
It's like people who call Mumbai Bombay. You know what I'm saying?
I like their suits on Krypton, though.
Yeah, that's sick. They
were silly, honestly.
Sick suits.
The silver
What?
gowns.
They were silly, dude.
They were
I would rock
shiny,
the shit out of
dude.
it.
You
Yeah,
don't
they were
like shiny
shiny.
clothes?
They were like
I love
chromed
shiny
out
clothes.
gowns.
Yeah.
They looked like they would be in a psychedelic funk band.
Yeah.
I do love. Yeah, they look
love
like
it,
Parliament Funkadelic, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Krypton's own Parliament Funkadelic. Dude, but also not gonna lie, especially after seeing this movie, dude, they were talking about global warming long before we were. You know what I'm saying? Jor-El was eons ahead of the United States when it came to tackling climate change.
Oh, for sure.
But no one on
And the
his
planet
planet
literally
listened.
blew up.
Yeah, they didn't listen to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, they didn't listen
Now
to me.
look
He was
what's
like-
happening to us.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. It's only a matter of time. They're
Till
gonna shoot-
Earth blows
Yeah, we're gonna
up.
have to shoot Anthony. You're gonna have to shoot your baby off to another planet.
Damn it. I
Yeah,
knew it.
exactly.
Yeah, dude.
The last kid of Earth.
Yeah, the last kid of Earth. Oh, shit, that would be sick.
It like I get it, like it's just for the story, but like why couldn't Jor-El make like a bigger spaceship for his whole family? Like imagine if Jor-El could have like a cool Elseworlds. I hope they've done it. I'm sure they have. Like if Jor-El got to come to Earth, like an adult Kryptonian,
Ooh, dude, he would be.
that would
OP
change
as
the game.
fuck.
Yeah,
Can you imagine Superman level Jor-El?
that would be cool.
Yeah.
That's
But he's
sick.
dead.
I wonder if they have. Yeah, that would be a cool comic to do, though. I feel like I've never read a comic where Jor-El is alive, like even just like a one shot. You know what I mean? Like
They've done it. They've done it in
They
like,
have?
what did they do? They did it when Jonathan Kent, Superboy, in the newer series, they age him up, and it's because he's hanging out with Jor-El in space, who is like. But it always turns out like Jor-El has like an AI that survived. Like it's always like in
Jor-El's
this
always
movie
on that
too.
Shit, yeah, he
Yeah.
has his crystal AI,
Yep,
his kryptonite
Yeah.
AI. That
explains
was
everything.
cool. That like in the beginning of the movie, he's not even weakened to kryptonite. He's like raw dog touching it and everything.
See, when we were watching it, Emily was saying like, "Oh, is that kryptonite?" I don't know if that was kryptonite.
It was a green crystal thing.
I just think it was
And
a bad choice of color.
Really? I don't know.
Because
I
you're
don't
right. Because
know.
he's holding it, and it looks like he's holding a green lightsaber at one point.
Yeah, I mean, then he throws it into the Arctic, and it makes the Fortress of Solitude.
See, I just always see this is me being super nerdy. I just figure it's like a data crystal, and that's how he always makes the Fortress of Solitude grow.
Data crystal.
You know how like in the Batman,
No,
we
it's
thought
totally
it was
a data
Venom.
crystal.
We thought it was Venom, but a lot of people are just like it's an adrenaline shot. You know, like I feel like it could be something like that.
I don't know.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
If it was kryptonite, why did it do that though? Like when he throws it, it creates the Fortress of Solitude.
Yes, it does.
Therefore, it isn't kryptonite. I
But
just
isn't
think.
kryptonite itself just shards of krypton that are like ionized and radioactive?
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like bits of his home world.
Yes.
True.
But he didn't grow up on it, so he's like slightly, I don't know.
But they've been hit by the same sun that gives him powers.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Cody coming in with that sweet pseudoscience right now.
Hey, hey, hey,
sweet
hey.
pseudoscience.
Like, well,
I'll go by
obviously it's
Dr.
been-
Cannon today.
Dr. Cannon. Oh, God. That would be a scary doctor to deal with.
Even if I knew it wasn't Cody, I'm turning around. I'm walking right out of that doctor's office.
The name Dr. Cannon does not give me.
Yeah.
It's not really
But yeah, no, this movie was silly. Otis was that guy.
the villain, Lex Luthor's assistant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be you, Cody, if I'm casting anyone in the movie.
Come on. That's fuck.
That's
You're doing me dirty in
That's
this
harsh,
one.
dude.
You're doing me dirty
I
in
think
this
that
one.
dude Otis. Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure he. What else was he in?
Yeah, I remember him in other movies.
He's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm right. In fact, if he was a groundling over at the groundling thing,
Nice.
Nice. What else was he in?
so he was
All
part
kinds
of
of shit.
All kinds of
He was on that next level.
Yeah. That new.
That new.
new
All right, guys. Well, no one's talking about
Ned
Superman. Come on.
Beatty.
Ned Beatty. Yeah.
Matt Beatty.
He was in
That's
Network. I remember him in Network now. Network is such a good movie.
I don't think I've ever seen Network.
You guys have never seen Network?
I don't think I have seen
What?
Network.
That's one of the best
Is this the
movies
one?
ever.
Of course, the one movie that Anthony's
Right?
seen that neither of us have is called Network.
Oh, it's so good.
yeah,
Just watch Network. It's one of the best movies ever. Have you ever seen this scene where the guy's going crazy? He's like, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. And he's like going nuts. No? Really?
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a good
you
movie,
would, Jake.
And I don't want to know.
How do you guys feel about the casting of everybody?
I thought it was pretty good, man. I
Yeah.
like.
No, for the 70s, I don't
this-
think you could do much better.
See, that's what I was like looking at it as, because like, yeah, if we're, I don't know, like obviously, like, I could see like the effects in the 70s, people being like, "Whoa, these are really good effects." You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee
Yeah.
you, in the 70s, like the shit that we saw was like, "Wow, that's some impressive stuff."
Yeah.
Now it's obviously like. Also, I will say, like, dude, when young Clark is running side by side,
Oh, that looks
To
so
the train.
crazy.
he looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, even
yeah,
just the
yeah,
way he's
I agree.
running.
Stupid idiot.
Learn
Learn how to run.
Stupid idiot.
But I mean, Christopher Reeve does look like a perfect Superman.
He does.
Yeah.
Perfect casting. Easily.
Like seriously,
yeah.
like he's big, he's tall, he looks like Superman.
And he's got that like Boy Scout charm too. Like it's
When
totally
he's
classic
Clark and
Superman.
He's like,
yeah.
he's just like all bumbly and stupid.
Oh, his Clark Kent I think is even better. Like I feel like he just pulls off Clark Kent so well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No, he's a great.
I feel like he's a better Clark than
Henry
what's his name?
Cavill.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, for
agree.
sure. I would agree.
I agree with that. I agree 100%. Yeah, Henry Cavill's Clark wasn't even that bumbly and insecure. He was just like had glasses on.
Yeah,
He
a
was
bit
just like
smarmy.
he was just like a sexy hipster.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, honestly. No, 100%. Dude, and like, like this was obviously like one of the more campy Lex Luthers. So,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
camped up,
yeah, super
vamp
camped
up the camp.
Above the kid.
Gene Hackman, of course, playing Lex Luthor up in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wasn't bad, but then again, he's just like I'll stick to my thing that like I don't think we've gotten like a live action Lex Luthor that I really like.
I agree. I don't think we've had a real good Lex Luthor in any form.
yeah. I don't think
Other than
Jim.
Smallville's Lex Luthor, I did like him.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Older one or younger one?
The dude that plays Lex Luthor in
Opposite.
Smallville.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rosenbaum, man. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because the dad was also like the older Lex Luthor, but he still acted like a Lex Luthor. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. The
Michael
one
Rosenbaum.
Lex Luthor
Yeah.
was Michael, Rosenbaum.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think Gene Hackman for like the campy level of Superman that they were going for.
Exactly.
I think Gene
It worked
Hackman
for that.
is a great like campy villain, but I still don't think he's a great Lex Luthor.
No.
Yeah.
We need good Lex Luthors.
I
Hopefully,
feel like this Superman, rather than being set in any other version, would be in the same universe as the 60s Batman.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the
I
same
agree
thing.
with that. Yeah, they could totally be in the same universe.
And that live action Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are definitely. Have you guys ever seen the Flash movie? Like the early Flash movie?
Wasn't there one in the 90s?
Yeah, like early 90s. I think it was like 1990 straight up.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I grew up watching that and the 1990s, or it was either 1990s or late 80s Captain America. I grew up watching.
I know
those.
which one you're talking about too. That one's really bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as a kid, I liked it a lot, if I'm being honest.
I didn't watch either of them. Or
I didn't.
Punisher.
Yeah, there's an older Punisher
Yeah,
too,
I
Dolph
never saw that
Lundgren.
Punisher. I'm more of a Thomas Jane Punisher, if I'm being honest.
I did watch the old Hulk show.
Of course.
Yeah,
you're
I
free
watched a
now.
bunch of
I
that,
grew up
yeah.
watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that Hulk fighting this Superman.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, They
That'd be
feel
a good
they're in the
match.
same universe.
Did you see the old wasn't there an old Swamp Thing back in the day?
Hell yeah, there was an
Yeah.
old Swamp Thing.
I thought so.
Yep, I remember seeing it.
There was an 80s movie. Yeah.
Yeah, 80s.
It's made by Wes Craven too.
Oh,
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
the old West,
Nice.
But it's not considered
Wes.
one of his better movies.
huh? Obviously. Yeah, no, but this Superman, I think it's good for like what it is. It does. I think it knows what it is. It doesn't try to be anything else. You know.
No, in fact, I think it ramps
owns up.
up. Yeah, I think it holds up too.
It defines Superman for a lot of people.
It
I
does.
think-
I agree. Like this movie sets a lot of characteristics that you see in every other Superman movie that comes after it. Like people strive to get like the Christopher Reeve esque. I mean, they quite literally did it with Brandon Routh or Routh, whatever, in Superman Returns, which is really just like this movie redone.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
sequel to those movies.
Yeah, it's like straight up.
I haven't watched that movie since it came out. I wonder how bad it would be now.
I hated that costume from Jump.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of
Yeah.
that movie. I tried to be a fan of that movie. I'll say that, but
I
I
did
wasn't.
too. I wanted to like it, but I was like, this movie sucks.
What I hated about that movie, like the ending is him lifting up a kryptonite island, whereas the whole movie is like even a little bit makes him super
I know,
weak.
right? Exactly.
Made
Like, it
no
was an
sense.
Entire continent made of kryptonite.
Yeah. This movie
for sure.
uses kryptonite, but it's not like the end all be all of what stopped, like why he fails. Like he fails because he just couldn't save everyone at every moment. Like literally has to turn back time, which is a crazy Superman. Like, it's just
It
like,
is
that is
what?
so
That makes him
silly. So-
it's silly, but from like a nerd perspective, it makes him really OP.
Yeah. And he does it to save
yeah.
Lois out of everything. It's not like to, it's just to save Lois.
He's just
So he reverses the planet's rotation.
yeah. I
Like-
love that. That's what happens when he reverses the planet. That time goes
Time
backwards.
goes
That's
backwards,
how it
yeah.
works. Cody.
That's science.
Yeah. Well, you got think about it from the movie's perspective. He's been ingrained with all this knowledge. Maybe he did know that that's how it worked. You know?
Well, and Jor-El does tell him, like, you can't interfere and do that. And he's kind of just like, no.
Fuck this
I'll
shit.
interfere. I'll spin the planet backwards. Fuck you, Dad.
Spin the bottle.
Spin the bottle.
he wanted that kiss.
Dude, he wanted that puss.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Lois Lane was a little hottie in this movie.
Oh, baddie.
Little
What's her
hottie.
name? Linda.
I like
Is it Linda? Is
Margot.
it's just
Margot.
Martindale.
Margot Kidder is her name, I believe.
Yeah, she's also kind of like the pinnacle of Lois Lane. Sassy, strong women.
I just wish they just made her like. There were times they made her a little dumber than Lois should be. You know what I mean? But I just chalk that up to it being the 70s.
It was the 70s, so this was like the peak of what women could be. No, I mean, like in like the man's eyes. I mean, look at like shows like Mad Men and whatnot. Like, trust me, they were not like respecting women in the 70s. So.
No, for sure, for sure. Yeah. I agree. But they do make her. I'm saying like that's the only thing that I think keeps her from being like the best Lois.
Yeah,
for sure. But best on-screen Lois? No, but best on-screen Lois. Yeah.
On-screen.
Yeah, who's the best on-screen Lois?
She's better than Amy Adams, easily.
For sure.
Yeah, agreed.
She's better than Terry Hatcher.
Bosworth.
Kate Bosworth.
Really? Better than Terry Hatcher? I don't know if I'll go that far.
You think Terry Hatcher's the best one?
From Which one is Terry Hatcher?
That was in the Adventures of Lois and Clark. Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Terry Hatcher, honestly.
Yeah.
That's Lois Lane. Wow.
I think you're sleeping on Terry Hatcher, who, like, in her prime was, like, top of the A-list, peak hottie. Dean Cain, also peak hottie. The tannest Superman we've ever had.
Dude, that's what happens when the sun powers you, man.
Exactly. I'll be honest. If we are using Superman science, like, he should be tanner,
Yeah. But yeah, no, I do think, although I would say, just because we said the same thing for Batman and everything, I would definitely say that best Superman standards all across the board, Superman the animated series.
Oh, for sure.
For me, anyway.
Best Superman in media?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know. I don't know if I can commit to such craziness.
Like, I didn't like it as much as, let's say, Batman the animated series.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I loved Superman the animated series.
I liked it a lot, but I just think
I loved it.
I still watched it, but not in the same.
It's the same people, anyways.
Yeah, it's in the same universe for sure.
No, I mean, I think it's quite literally it's Bruce Timm. No.
Yeah, same producer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Production company, everything.
Yeah, all of everything. Yeah, no, I did. I watched it as a kid. Admittedly, I did watch Superman the animated series, and I liked it. But I don't know it as well as Batman. Batman was more iconic for me.
I think Batman's more iconic.
Batman had Emmy award-winning episodes. That's a fact.
Yeah, but I still loved Superman, dude. I loved it.
I like Superman as a character, period.
I do too. Honestly, character I liked when I was really young. Then in high school, I was like, man, fuck Superman, square. And then as I've gotten older, honestly, when I got back into comics, Jake, you were lending me comics, and I was like, oh, Superman actually is dope.
Yeah, he is dope. I fucks with Superman. The big.
I fucks with him too.
I like him a lot, but I feel like he doesn't have a lot of iconic storylines the same way Batman does. Like, we could do Bat March easily, right? We could do 2 Bat Marches. We could probably do 3 Bat Marches, but to do the same thing for Superman isn't as like...
You would run out relatively. I mean, I have like at home in New York, I have like, I would say like 10 or 12 like good Superman stories that I'd recommend. Some of which we've already done, All-Star and whatnot.
Yeah, All-Star Superman for sure.
But
also, here's my question. Are there any, we talking about these new characters? X-Men had a fantastic modern run with Jonathan Hickman. Batman has had some awesome shit with Scott Snyder's massive run. And I'm not up to date post that, but I'm just saying, like, when was the last iconic Superman run?
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. Because there's been some good ones, but iconic, I can't say anyone's had that.
Yeah, I mean, other than like, Death of Superman and, Superman All-Star, or All-Star Superman.
Like there's been good ones. There's been ones I'd be like, yeah, go read that. But like for instance, and this isn't even like an event or even a run. It's Superman Red and Blue.
Yeah.
That was a cool one, right? It's just an
you're right. I read
anthology
that.
of stories.
No, I did
you know,
like that a lot, actually.
Sleepy baby.
Sleepy baby.
I just read one with Mark Russell writes it. It's called Superman Space Age. That was a cool one.
I read one a long time ago. Maybe it wasn't even called Rebirth. It had nothing to do with Rebirth, the rebooting. But was it called? Yeah, it might have been. It came out years ago. Batman, a Rebirth. It wasn't like part of the Rebirth, slate.
For Superman, you mean?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I feel like there's a storyline called Superman Rebirth.
It had nothing to do with when it was Rebirth.
No, this was a while ago, long before Rebirth ever happened. Might be making that up.
What about I hated his costume, but was there any good Superman with the new 52?
Yeah, there was. At the beginning, Grant Morrison was doing Action Comics.
Nice.
And it like takes place in his early days, so he doesn't even have the uniform yet in the new 52 that you would see. He's wearing like jeans and like a Superman shirt, and like it's cool. It's just a cool Grant Morrison story for, it's Spider-Man year one. It's Spider-Man. Wow, it's Superman, kind of like Superman year 2 in a way. Like
Nice.
He's not quite Superman yet, but he has like his powers, but he's not like OP Superman.
Nice.
He's doing like street level stuff.
Yeah.
So I like that.
I'd say some of his powers are probably still, he's figuring them out and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it also
nice.
it wasn't as iconic as like Scott Snyder's Batman from New 52, for instance, but still a good read. I recommend it.
I meant Superman Birthright.
Birthright.
That's good with Mark Waid. Yeah.
Yes, I have that in New York. That is a good story.
That's a really good one. I like that one a lot too.
Yeah.
I want to do more Superman comics. I'm excited to do.
We did Superman Red Sun.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
We should do Superman for all seasons.
Oh, I was just thinking of that one. That's short. It's short and sweet, but really
super
good.
Short, and it's a really good story.
Nice.
There's some good Superman shit out there. No, let's not sleep on my boy.
No, I don't want to.
On the big blue Boy Scout himself.
No, I'm not sleeping. I mean, because on top of that, there's all kinds of Superman does great as a co-character or the leader of the you could make arguments for him being the main character of both Justice and Kingdom Come.
It's true. Definitely in Kingdom Come, I would say he's the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Kingdom Come. Justice, it seems like it's kind of everybody. Maybe I would even point more towards Batman for Justice, but it is an ensemble.
Yeah, and in a lot of Justice League stories, for sure, they center on Superman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Old soups.
But I feel like Batman is pretty central to Justice.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Well, we're giving flowers to Superman this episode, so fuck Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck Bruce Wayne.
Well, the only flowers I want to give to Superman are at his funeral.
You can also see.
no.
You can also
That was last
see.
Patreon episode.
Oh, hey,
Ooh,
bingo,
hey.
bango. you can also what, Cody?
See the influence of this movie all over Tim Burton's Batman.
You think so?
For sure.
I don't know about all of that. That sounds like craziness. That sounds like silly baby talk.
I think
This
I
movie,
think-
do you think this Superman influenced Tim Burton's Batman?
yes, for sure. I think a lot of the aesthetics where it would while it was modern for the 70s, you could still see a lot of 50s style influence and stuff in it.
Yeah, I get what you mean, like Mad Men era type shit.
Yeah, and I just think that for his time, even though definitely not how when Nolan took over Batman, he took something that was viewed as campy and jokey into something serious. Tim Burton was basically doing that, but for this Superman, just the bar was different. You know what I mean? Batman is still campy as fuck, but it's it's a little grittier, a little more fucked up. You know what I mean?
Tim Burton didn't make a Superman movie.
No, it's Batman.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Never mind. Yeah, I'm just saying this movie influences Batman. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I don't know if Anthony, you're pretty quiet on this. What do you think?
I kind of see Cody's point. He doesn't mean like it was like it wasn't like Tim Burton watched this movie and he's like, oh, I'm gonna use that and reference that in my movie. It was more like the aesthetic of how. Yeah,
the
I totally
aesthetics. He kind of just like he looked at this movie and was like, I want my movie to like have elements of this, but just be like a darker, different thing. But you can still see a lot of influence soaking in that movie, I think.
I would say especially with the cities too, of Metropolis and Gotham. Like even just like
for
shots
sure.
of the cities, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Cody, I'll give you that one.
Oh,
But barely.
You heard it here, Patreon. That's a Cody Cannon victory.
Dude, you know what the Patreon people really want to hear though?
Ooh, a dark secret.
Is a dark secret.
Ooh,
They
it's
pay
dark secret
$4.99 a
time.
month to hear dark secrets.
Dark secret time.
Okay. Let's. I'm
You
trying
can
to
just shoot
think
from the hip,
of.
dude. Doesn't have to be too dark. You just can't be taking people to dates.
I think you might have been around for this, Jake, but I'm not positive.
Okay, I'll confirm whether I was.
One night I got wasted. Did a comedy show at a former strip club. Drove my mom's car home. Started getting roadhead
Oh,
from
yes, I was around for that.
from a woman that was my mom's friend. And
then you crash into the side of the
then I
road or
crashed
something?
my mom's car.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
It was fucked. It was fucked.
See, Anthony, we deliver real hard secrets here. You have like Clark Kent dark secrets.
Nobody was hurt in the accident.
That's too bad.
The woman just had to climb out on my side, get out of the car on my side of the car.
Dude, this is like some Tony Soprano Adriana shit. Like, wait, did you crash while you were literally getting your dick sucked, or was she like?
Yes, but it wasn't like I didn't like
Dude, what if
directly
she
hit some.
chomped down and like bit it off?
Oh
You're
my
lucky.
god! Yeah, I am lucky. It
I've
could have
seen it
happened.
happen.
No, it was a very smooth crash.
Cody, you're never helping your case about you being a bad driver.
I
I never claimed to be a good driver. Here's the thing. I'm not
That's
sitting
true.
here getting on the internet and being like, yeah, guys, Cody Cannon, might as well call me Dale Earnhardt. You know what I mean? You might, because he died, didn't he?
He did die, yeah. So it's confirmed Cody is a better driver than Taylor.
Dale Earnhardt, yeah.
That's his mutant power. It doesn't really mean much.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Superman or Cody in a car?
Ooh, damn.
Okay.
If the car was made of kryptonite, I would say Cody has
no
a
question.
pretty good chance of
Yeah.
winning.
I'd say no question.
I mean, he literally had to turn the world around in reverse time because of a car wreck.
Oh,
Yeah.
What if you zoom
I'm like
in?
the
it was actually
master of
Cody
car
who was in the
wrecks.
car.
If anybody can wreck a car, it's Cody Cannon. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no one wrecks cars like you do. You're like fucking Megatron out this bitch.
It's the same scene, but it's Cody's dressed as Lois Lane, and he turns around, and Superman's like, "What?" And Cody's like, "Lex Luthor sends his regards."
Though, listen, I do want to emphasize that Jake was not in the car. I said you were around for this. You were not there when I was
not in the
getting
car when this
roadhead.
happened, yeah.
No, you were just in Logan.
I
at
was
the
in
time.
Logan, yeah. Where was I if you were out getting roadhead after doing a show?
You were probably already back at my place or at Booms' place or something.
Yeah, I was about to say I wouldn't be by myself. I'd probably be with like Booms or somebody.
For sure.
Who knows? Maybe I was getting head from somebody.
It's true. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible in Logan. Dreams come true. Nightmares also come true.
Logan
Once in a
County,
while.
the real life Red Fork.
Yeah.
Spooky.
So Here's a question I was thinking last night. Do you think a campy Superman would work now?
Yeah, I think if you did it right. I mean, I feel like it's not going to be like campy per se, but I bet James Gunn's Superman is going to be more like a perfect blend of like what makes Marvel endearing and wholesome, but also like what people want to see with like action in his movies. I don't think the Superman is going to be Brandon Ruth or Henry Cavill Snyderverse. I think it'll be a blend of like the perfect. It seems like based on who he's casting, also, I feel like he's kind of going to go for like a more classical iteration of Superman.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. Like a Christopher Reeve of the 2024.
But not too much Christopher Reeve, because that's what they tried to do with Brandon Ruth and it didn't slap.
Yeah, but yeah,
I just meant
you're
it's
right.
not going to be
needs
the
enough
Dark
of it.
Snyder.
Yeah.
Like there's not going to be Kevin Costner saying, "Let me die by a tornado." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to be the sexy hipster.
Not going to be a sexy hipster, but also I don't know. I think you could do the right amount of camp. I think Superman also needs a degree of camp to work.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. That's the thing about this movie. Like, it knows what it is. It doesn't argue that fact that Superman is that, and everything about the world makes sense. Like, Lex Luthor's so goofy, but it works for this universe.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Even the way he, like, stops the robber who's, like, climbing up the side of the building, and then he just makes him fall and just stands there, Like, it's just like, it's not like a serious threat.
And he has those. He just constantly filled with serious or silly one-liners.
Yeah, exactly. He's so human. That's what's really cool about Christopher Reeve as Superman. He's so human. Even the part like when he's screaming, like when Lois is dead, like that's so real. Like he actually has emotions.
It's crazy that he got paralyzed.
Yeah, in real life, it's so sad.
Do you guys remember the South Park episode where he's eating the stem cell by the fetus?
Oh my god, yeah.
Like super powerful.
Yeah.
That's such a good episode.
So that's one of South Park's best, I'd argue.
I agree with that.
Christopher Reeves rolled so South Park could run. You know what I mean?
Oh God. You say he rolled? Is that what you just said? Oh.
Yeah.
It's Cody.
We're done with the dark secrets, Cody.
Yeah. Cody's drinking. He says no.
Oh, you got another one for us?
Another one.
I can't give you guys the old twofer.
I don't know. I like this movie, to be honest. Like I enjoyed watching it. I don't know if like I need to watch it again anytime soon. But then again, neither like how many times have we rewatched Man of Steel? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Superman has much rewatchability like Batman does.
I've been having an itch to rewatch The Batman. I haven't watched it in a while.
Ooh.
I rewatched that recently, yeah. But yeah, I kind of get what you mean. Like, I'd rather rewatch a Batman movie than this.
Yeah, I'd rather rewatch like Batman, the original with Jack Nicholson, or Batman Returns, Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Batman has more reachable, more rewatchable movies.
Mm-hmm. That being said, I would argue Superman 2 is better than Superman 1.
Which
Yeah.
one's
Superman
with
2
Richard Pryor? Is that Superman
No, that's
3?
not Superman.
That's 3.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
3 or 4.
Superman 2 is with Zod.
Yeah.
2 was actually filmed at the same time as they filmed 1.
Yeah.
The movies look very similar.
Yeah, they do.
They even have Zod in the first movie. Zod and Ursa and all them.
They get put in the Phantom Zone.
Yep.
And then they come back for Superman 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Superman 2, I agree, is better. Damn, we should do that one.
We'll do that next. That could be
We'll do that for a public.
Because dude, that movie heavily influences Man of Steel, especially with
For sure.
General Zod's cronies in that one in the fight. You remember? Yeah, you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
For
I know
sure.
what you
Yeah,
said,
I like that. I agree. Superman 2, I like more.
Yeah, me too.
Superman 2, great movie. Superman the movie, more like Superman the Poovie. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Are you standing on business for that?
No, I mean, like a little bit. I'm not going to give it a 6.
I'm not necessarily going to give it a 6 either, but I'm not going to give it low.
No, I'm giving it a gentleman's 5.
I think I'll give it a gentleman's 5 also, to be honest.
You know what? I think I agree with that Gentleman's 5 very hard.
Yeah.
So
It is a classic. Like, it's a classic movie.
It's iconic. It is kind
iconic.
of the standard for Superman.
I agree. 100%.
But that being said, I don't like. There were times where I was like, "This movie could have been half an hour shorter."
Yeah, it was a long movie.
Yeah, it is surprisingly long. It's just like, all right,
Yeah.
what?
But
Anthony
you know what, guys?
What?
That was a
555.
No, boo. Get
gentleman's
what?
five.
Gentleman's 5. Why are you here, though, Satan?
Yeah, why are you saying come for a gentleman's 5?
It's Patreon. You can summon me on a Patreon with a gentleman's 5. Did you guys know that?
What?
Ooh.
Come on, man. I thought you read the rules.
I know, we can barely get Jake to read the comics, okay?
Fuck you. I read the comics, you dick. It's been a long time since I haven't read the
That's right. There's been some episodes where Jake has not read the comic we're talking
actual. I
about.
stand on business. If I don't want to read it, you know it's doo-doo. So.
You're going to hell, Jake. Comic book hell. That's a comic book sin.
All right, Satan, get out of here.
Yeah, get out. You shouldn't have even shown your face. 555. Get out.
Satan's starting to break the rules. The membrane between hell and my room is becoming thin.
Dude, yeah.
It's getting weak. We're stretching it thin by doing all of these bangers.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Putting out too many bangers is
Yeah.
making the
That's what's
portal
happening.
between hell and earth weaker.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. The lore continues to expand.
We have powers beyond our control, you know?
Dude, but you know what also continues to expand is our library. So go check us out on all podcast platforms and especially comicschronic.com.
You already know.
And give us a rating.
If you're a Patreon person and you haven't rated us
Yeah,
yet,
if you've come this far and you pay us money but you don't rate us, I got a question. Are you a fucking dumbass?
That was perfect. That's good.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.